Design Salvation, Episode 8.
This is Design Salvation, your lifeline to better design with Dixie and Annie. Our mission is to share our conversation with you so we can all elevate our work and lifestyle. Welcome to the fold.
Hey, you guys, this is Dixie Stark.
This is Annie Lundquist.
And you're listening to Design Salvation. We're going to talk about some fun stuff today, especially Annie's weekend.
I feel like I was hit by a Mack truck.
You don't look like you were hit by a Mack truck.
I'm glad there's no video today.
Oh, well, you did such a good thing. You're a good rockin' aunt, let me tell you. She just installed her niece's wedding over the weekend, you guys. And Annie has extensive experience doing all sorts of installs. You've done commercial installs, residential installs, you've done event installs. And she was kind enough to say, hey, I'll do the flowers.
Well, I used to really love to do weddings, and I thought it would be a bigger part of my broader business umbrella. But you do a few of them and you realize how labor intensive they are.
Oh,
and now
man.
I just do them for family.
Well, and then you were just saying, you have to collect your worker bees.
Yeah, because I don't have that kind of on-call staff.
Yeah.
No.
Like, oh my God.
So it's just family. It was Tellier, my son.
Okay.
My daughter, Lulu.
Yes.
And all of Tellier's friends who've never done anything before like this. No.
And how did that go over?
Well, it was interesting. I told them before, and I collected them at home. We were loading the truck. We're putting all the floral everywhere. We loaded up the U-Haul. We loaded up every vehicle. And I said, okay, guys, I'm usually really sweet and nice. I'm not going to be that nice today. Because I knew keeping them on task was going to be super challenging. We only had 3 hours to do the whole tent,
I remember you saying that last week.
The dancing, although we didn't do that much in the dancing part, but, and then where? Oh, the cocktail, it was just a lot of little places on this beautiful site. Beautiful, gorgeous setting.
Did you order a lot of things in advance? Like, did you collect things
in advance?
No,
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a planner.
See, I'm the planner. Like this install business is like I plan and plan and plan. And of course, you have to roll with it. There's going to be situations and things that are never the way you ultimately have it perfect in your mind. But did you have any obstacles? Or, it sounded like it went really smooth.
We had some obstacles. And I will say from a planning standpoint.
Yes.
Caroline, my niece.
Yes.
She had planned.
Okay, well, that's good. So got to have one in the bunch, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She had done a lot of the work. She had gotten me the bulk of the containers that she wanted to use for floral.
Very nice.
She had ordered the table runners. She had selected the tables and chairs she wanted to use, which had a great vibe. Kind of rustic, and it was great.
Oh, good.
That typical little crossback chair that everyone's using these days for weddings. It can't be beat.
I know.
Yeah. So she did a ton. And so for me, in terms of planning floral and ordering beforehand, I'm miserable at that. I like to go see what's fresh. I like to see what's the best garden-y looking.
And you go to the wholesale florist, right?
I go to the growers market.
Yes.
Which is really natural and looser stuff, the really garden-y stuff.
Yes.
And then I do go to Northwest Wholesale Florist too for other things, but it's a little bit different beast. Beautiful products, but different.
So
I did that. But yes, we had one big obstacle, which was that the porta potties, which were not honey buckets, they were really the nice, high-class, elite porta potties.
Okay.
Were parked in the wrong location. So
meaning?
Were very, very close and visible to the ceremony site.
Oh.
In fact, you kind of had to scooch around them to get onto the little field where the ceremony would be.
What did you do?
We had a backup ceremony location that actually, funnily enough, as happens with problems often that you solve.
Just have to roll with it.
It was better.
Oh.
It was better. more intimate. It was up a little more in the woods. It was gorgeous.
So did you tell the bride or what'd you do?
Yeah. I called her. I said, hey, we have a little problem.
Because didn't she rehearse it in the other location? Like this is whole like wedding trauma stress.
Because first of all, she's a super wonderfully low-key bride. There's not a bridezilla bone in her body.
Okay.
Not one.
I love
Nor
that.
in the mother of the bride, who's my sister-in-law.
Oh.
So fabulous. So they just did a little barbecue rehearsal in their backyard and pretended like they were on site. So it didn't really matter.
So they didn't. Okay, so that wasn't too big of a hiccup.
So I called her and I said,
rearranged?
Hey, porta potty's in the wrong place. I think we should move up to the upper pretty location. And she said, whatever you think. I know.
And so you did it and it worked.
We did. And actually, it was better.
It was better.
Because we didn't have rain, but it was a little gloomy. And so it felt better being more enclosed in the trees and
a little overcast, kind of magical.
It was. I love weddings.
Sounds great.
I love weddings.
Oh my goodness! But you were actually. I thought I saw a tent on Instagram. What?
Yes.
What was that?
So there's a big tent down in the dining area on their big patio. We were at Chateau Lille.
Where is that?
It's in Woodinville.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Super nice. Beautiful venue. And then you go inside and do all the dancing inside, right off of the tent. So it's a good, if it had rained, we would have been good. We would have figured it out.
We would have been in good shape.
But yeah, we had to decorate that whole tent. And we only had 3 hours. And the boys, as novices, so I just kept saying, chop, 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 chop. Stop talking.
Faster.
Faster.
Let's go.
Faster.
Let's go.
Because they're talking about sports and they're having such a good time, all the boys together.
No, I have to get dressed. You. When did you have guests showing up?
3:00, the family came for photos. Yeah. And then 4:00, we had to be seated looking gorgeous. And I barely made it.
Oh, my
Lulu
goodness.
looked great, but that's because she's 20 years old.
Well, she rocked that.
But no, I didn't quite. My fingernails were so dirty from doing the garland and the flowers. Confession. Oh, yeah. Miserable.
You're excused.
Thank you.
You were the florist
it was
for
bad.
the whole darn wedding. Oh, my gosh. Well, I saw on Instagram, and didn't you do it on your, I'm awful about that, but it was in your story or something, so it won't be in the highlights by the time this airs.
She got stuck in stories the other day, guys.
Oh,
I'm just telling you. She's such a noob.
I'm so over it, but okay. So I did see it though. At least I saw it, and it looked like you documented it well. But I saw this really lovely. It looked like I don't know. Was it a garland? What was it? And maybe were you doing chandeliers?
So we did a garland. I ordered the garland. I did plan on that item. I ordered it from this garland maker in Portland. They were wonderful. Pacific Garland. Okay. And they air cargo shipped it on Alaska to the airport and put it in the cooler. And I picked it up the next day.
Okay, that's some planning, Annie, I want to say. Well, you get the kudos.
Okay, let's just confessions here.
Okay, I'm ready.
I went online on Monday. The wedding's on Friday. And I sent an email to them saying, can you do a garland shipped by Friday? Or Thursday, preferably, which is the 4th, which is a holiday.
Of course it is.
And so we had a few conversations back and forth about what we would put in that garland and how we would do it. And she did it, and I was so happy. So yeah, I planned ahead 4 or 5 days.
So proud of you. Okay, toast. You finished.
Yay.
Whoa. I hear it was a huge success from others. Mm-hmm. So kudos.
I will say it was. And I had a great time. Once I got my dress on.
Once you got your dress on, not even worrying about the fingernails or anything of the sort.
My hair was terrible.
I'm
my
so glad, but I bet you collapsed. I mean, I was thinking you probably took a bath when you got home.
I couldn't wait.
With the Epsom salts? The ones you gave me?
Okay, guys, this is the best trick ever.
Yes, it is.
Yes, I gave Dixie a bag of this the other day because I'm obsessed. Dr. Teal's, $5 a bag.
Yeah, she comes in and she just has this bag, and I don't know what it is, and she slaps it down on the counter, and she goes, here, you must have these. You must use these. These are amazing.
Yep. And I said, don't just dump them in the tub like bubbles.
No. And I followed your instructions. I even went out and got me a cute little salt cellar so I could put them in,
That's so cute. Do you have to fill it up after every bath?
I just filled it up, and then I
Scoop it out.
Scoop it out because it's big enough to, scoop out. But anyways, what Annie was saying was that you take this Epsom salts and instead of, most people, I've always known about Epsom salts all my life, but this smells amazing. What is it? Clay and
ginger
and clay. Dr. Teal's. So anyways, get it at the Bartels. But I lathered it on just like you said. You're
like a poultice.
Yeah.
Not like
that
a
is.
Bubble bath you dump it in. Don't do it like they say.
No. And just rub it all over. And it really does get the inflammation and soreness out of certain areas.
And I think smell good.
You smell amazing and your skin is soft.
Your skin is soft.
And you get really, really sleepy. I always get really sleepy.
I fell asleep in the tub. I never do. That's how tired I was.
You could have drowned.
I know, and Deke was snoring away, ignoring me.
And you were worried. You were snoring yourself over the bathtub. Oh my gosh. You know what? I've done that a couple of times, but not recently. But when you wake up, you're kind of like,
I've never done it. Oh, I kept thinking I should get out. Oh God, this feels so good.
Yeah, but are you a quick bather? I thought you said the other day you were a quick bather.
I'm a speed bather. I'm like in and out in 5 minutes.
Oh my goodness, no! I'm usually a good 15 plus minutes.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, but
no, I'm really fast. But okay, so I have an evening ritual now, though. What? It may be short, but I've never ever had one.
And does it help you sleep? Because I had one of those nights last night.
Oh yeah, I think so.
I had one of those nights where I woke up in the middle of the night. And I'm thinking about everything. But anyways, that's another.
We'll get to that.
Situation.
Yeah. We'll come back to that because I always have that problem. But yes, so I do my Dr. Teal's.
Okay.
Then I get out, and I used to just
and you smell amazing,
and I smell so good, and I feel so good,
and you feel so good.
Okay. I feel like I took care of myself, and it was a spa visit. That's what it feels like.
Because it has this lovely scent to it, too, that's very medicinal, but sweet.
Okay. So then I used to just wash my face and brush my teeth and take my contacts out, whatever, go to bed.
Easy breezy.
Yeah. And if I needed some lotion, I'd use Deke's Gold Bond.
That is so lame.
I know. But I saved a lot of money on expensive creams over the years.
Lame.
Really bad. Oh my gosh. But now I found one.
That's another confession. You're loaded with confessions today, but okay, whatever.
Kind of a train wreck.
Okay, well, yeah, okay, whatever.
It's not a good thing. Now I use Kiehl's. It's this purple jar of cream. I don't even know what it is, but I love it. It's got a little hyaluronic on it, but it's not like $100 to $300. It's like $60.
Okay, I dig that. Does it smell good?
Yeah, it smells like
Kiehl's. Everything from Kiehl's smells.
I know,
good.
and
that was a stupid question. I'm sorry.
Cloying smell, or I have a really sensitive nose. You probably do too.
Yeah, you do. You do have the nose alert.
Anyway, so I do my Kiehl's. I love it. Hands, face.
You do okay. So you do the hands,
the neck,
do the face,
which is
the
useless. The neck.
A little bit of the chest. Okay,
we need something serious on the neck, but
yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay,
and then I get in bed, and I have this journal. Okay, I know it's cliche. We've all tried every journal. I've tried every journal on the planet.
I'm currently doing bullet journal thing. Yeah,
and I don't.
It's kind of old now.
Journaling per se, I don't have a lot to say, but this one is called something like High Performance Habits Journal, the Journal of High Performance.
Where'd you get it?
I don't know, Amazon or something.
Okay.
I listened to the guy in a podcast. I don't even know his name.
Right on.
He wrote High Performance Habits, which is sort of corporate sounding, but the journal is awesome. Anybody would like it.
So do you just journal at night? Because again, that helps you kind of keep you from replaying your day and helps you kind of you're getting those thoughts on paper. You can rest now. Mm-hmm. Is that what it does for you?
It does up to a point. I mean, this is an ongoing struggle with any creative.
I think so.
To
Our
really
mind never
put
turns
your
off.
brain to bed and have it stay asleep the whole night.
Yeah, right.
That's a struggle. But this one, so you start with it in the morning and you lay out your day and it asks you these great questions. Who needs me on my A game today? And sometimes I say me.
That's a good answer. I would always say me every day. I'd be like, me.
But sometimes because I have 10 clients I have to touch, it says this person needs to be at the top.
Right.
So like that. And then it'll say, what can you do that's a little outside your comfort zone today? Really simple one-word answer questions. So you do that, and then it also has your agenda in there.
Oh.
And then at the end of the day, it asks you kind of how you did.
So that's what you're doing at night. Is
Yeah.
It's like you're kind of doing the recap. Like, I did good. I was on my A game.
I could have done this better.
Okay.
It asks you if you were a high performance coach looking down on how your day went, what would you say?
Oh.
So it's not like super touchy-feely, but you could make it touchy-feely.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, maybe your high performance coach is, your holistic guru.
I mean, seriously.
I don't know.
Who knows? I always have a notepad and, a pen next to my bed. But do you have your phone by your bed?
That's a problem. I'm
always
inconsistent about my, what do they call that? They call that like your sleep hygiene. That's what they call it.
Sleep hygiene.
Do you practice good sleep hygiene?
Well, I have my phone by my bed charging, but it's not within reach.
Smart.
Well, part of the reason I do that is because, I'm always looking for my phone. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Does anybody see my phone? If you see me, I'm always looking for my phone.
Yeah,
so that's part of the reason that that's there. But I try to either turn it off, can't reach it. I'm not looking at it or whatever. But I had one of those nights last night where I woke up at 2:30 in the morning. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not going to be able to get back to sleep.
And so you're thinking
about
my
closet.
Oh, you're redesigning your closet. Yeah.
I redesigned my closet. I thought about things that are interesting to me right now and things that I want to make sure that I don't forget. Like you're sleeping or you're trying to sleep and you're like, don't forget you like this and you want to go check on that and you should do this. And
endless.
I didn't have one of those nights last night where I wrote it all down. I was just, hashing it all out in my brain.
Okay, but you have a very cool closet. Let's just be clear, everybody. It's not your standard walk-in. It's funky and cool, and you want to get dressed in there. So I don't know what you'd redesign. Because my closet, you could think about redesigning mine.
It's so funny. I just was like, I think I need to rearrange this, and I think I need to clean this out, and I think I should do this. And, I still haven't put the wall covering up that I want. And so I was just sitting there, okay, I'm redesigning my whole closet. Although, I've got the black built-in, and I do love that, and that will permanently stay, of course. And a lot of people go in my closet, and they think I don't have very many clothes.
Well, you do beautifully. You are
jewelry.
An editor in your closet.
Yeah.
I need to edit.
Hey, it's been a work in progress, let me tell you.
Well, that could be, you could come over, edit my closet, and redesign it, please.
Well, you know what's about to hang in my closet? What? A lot of Design Salvation swag. Because, girl, you have been rocking it. Y'all, she has sourced some of the cutest stuff.
It's
little
cute.
T-shirts, boys or girls, and great ball caps, and oh my gosh, I'm going to have like a closet full of Design
I am too.
Salvation
I
stuff.
wore mine this weekend, or not this weekend, to the wedding venue, and all the vendors thought that was the name of my event business.
And you're like, no. Podcast, baby.
Yeah.
Listen to the podcast. Right on. Yeah, they probably were like, what is this? Oh, this is your company? They're like, it is my company. It's my podcast.
Well, and we were just going to have like one little T-shirt, but then
they're so cute.
They're so cute. Every time we put our logo on it, I want another one.
It's because our logo.
And then Jay designed one just 5 minutes ago. That's even cuter.
I know.
We have to
Fantastic.
add that. We have to add that.
I know. I know.
Jay's our Chief Technology Officer. That's Dixie's husband. Yes.
But tell him
what title we gave Deke.
Yeah.
Okay. My husband.
He's the best.
Hi, baby. You're the best. And you don't know this yet, but we gave you a really important title. You are CSO. Chief Snack Officer. Yeah, it's important.
But then today, Jay comes walking in. He's got all of his stuff, including coffee for us. So we were like, okay, you can be the VP.
He's the VP. He has a lot of hats to wear.
I know.
They
both.
We could not have this podcast without Jay.
Oh my god.
We could have it without Deke.
Neither one of them.
And by the way, this is a good rosé. What are we drinking?
Oh, I have no idea.
No idea.
All I know is that sometimes, as we've discussed before, I just buy it because I think the label's cute. But
I'm all for that.
But
actually, this one you should buy again then.
You know what? Ironically, what I do remember about this, because the bottle is downstairs in the fridge, is that it's from Germany, of all places.
Oh.
Random.
Okay, well, we need to maybe
But it's
take
pretty
a look
good,
at it.
right?
Yeah, I like it a lot. It's different.
And it's pretty. I look at the bottle. I go through and I'm like, okay, rose, rose, rose. Blah, blah, blah. And if it's too pink, I'm like, it's going to be too strawberry, too fruity. And if it's a little pale, I'm like, it's going to be citrusy, grapefruity. And I'm all on board with that. So I look at the color.
Okay, I just bought a dark one that's supposed to be really hard to get your hands on. I bought a big bottle of it for a party, so we're going to have to try it.
Amen.
It's called Bandol or Bandol.
I don't know.
They said this is going to sell out in 5 minutes flat, so I bought the big, huge bottle.
Well, all right.
Okay.
But then if you take it to the party, are we going to get any?
Yeah, no, we're having the party, and you're coming.
Oh.
Yeah, and we're only inviting like 2 more people.
Oh.
Tori and Michael. Hi, Tori and Michael. You're coming.
Hi. Shout out.
Shout out.
Very good. Okay, so I thought you told me earlier that you had gotten some questions or something.
We got some questions from our
the
listeners. Yes.
So exciting. Okay, we have listeners and we have questions.
Yes, we do.
Okay. No, wait. Are you asking and I'm answering? Is that how this is working?
Yes, ma'am. Although I may chime in.
I want you to chime in.
Okay.
Because I might not even have an answer.
Oh, no, you'll know the answers.
Okay. Are you sure? Okay.
Should I splurge on an expensive bed or buy better sheets and pillows?
Ooh, better sheets and pillows. Bedding is like the ultimate. So you want to be comfortable.
What
That's
if your
the whole
bed's on the
idea of
floor?
sleeping. Do what?
What if your bed's on the floor?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't?
No, not if your sheets and your bedding's really yummy. But in the instance that your bed is not on the floor and you do have a less superior headboard, footboard, bed situation, you can cover it up with pretty bedding if you stack it upright and layer it upright and all that. But more importantly, you just got to be comfortable.
Do you want to hear my confession? I have a massive confession. Massive.
You're just full of confessions. Girl, you're seriously going to have to go to the confessional.
I told you I have a lot of issues.
Wow. Let's talk confessions.
Okay.
What?
Our bed's on the floor.
Shut the front door. Ours practically is, but I do have a bed frame.
No, you have a bed frame. It's very chic the way yours is. No, please. You're not on the floor. We're on the floor.
You know what? I will say that's okay.
No, it's not okay.
It is okay.
I'm 55. It's like college dorm room. Or not
wait.
College.
Let's talk about this.
Post-college apartment.
That's hilarious. I never knew this. I've never seen your bedroom. So
That's why you've never seen it.
Let's talk about this. Why is it still on the floor? Is it because you can't find what you want, or you're just like don't care?
Oh, I care.
Oh, that's the problem. You're holding out.
I'm holding
for the good stuff.
I'm so patient. I want the bed of my dreams.
Oh,
and it
you
will
doing
be
the poster and the canopy and all that?
I'm doing the full fabric bed. And here's the problem. This was the year we were going to do it.
2019?
2019.
Okay.
The money's in the bank for the bedroom. Waiting for
Burning
this
a
bed.
hole in your pocket.
Yep. Waiting for the whole bedroom to be redone.
And then what?
The company.
Oh, no.
That the fabric. I finally picked the fabric. It's a beautiful toile. Rose coming. Does that mean anything to you?
Yeah.
Bankruptcy.
This happens.
Bankruptcy.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for them to reorganize because hopefully I can get my fabric and get my floor or get my damn mattress off the bed.
Unbelievable.
Off the floor. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk.
I knew
Too
what
much
you meant.
rosé.
I knew what you meant. Everybody else knew what you meant too. Unbelievable. Well, that happens in design, though. I mean, so many times we get our heart set on something. Would you ever think about substituting, or are you going to hold out and be stubborn?
No, I'm going to substitute. I think I'm done waiting. I might die tomorrow, and I'm done waiting.
And you still are living with your bed on the floor.
Yeah. I'm 55.
That's because you're so picky.
Truly.
I mean,
but I'm
there's
also
something
too
to be
patient.
said for
I'm too patient. No.
Waiting for what you really want. I'm too impatient.
No, I think that's good. Because you actually finish your house. I've been in my house. Okay, the bed hasn't been on the floor the whole time. I had the cheap bed.
Let's be for real.
And the better sheets.
Yeah.
By the way. But then I gave away the bed because thinking that I was about
to.
Because someone really needed it, really wanted it, and it was cute. It wasn't, it's cheap, but it's cute.
Right.
So I gave it away, and now we're still on the floor.
This must change. You only have 5 months left in the year. You better get going.
I know, and Deke wants me to. So, I'll report back to everybody.
Okay,
but there you go.
That is a confession, and I should actually tell you that you have to report back in several episodes on how you have managed to tackle this, because we have got to get you up off the floor before the end of the year. No wonder your head and neck are hurting.
There you go. Seriously. No, I'll take a before and after, because we've never finished the room. We built our house.
Your house is
There's no
lovely.
mantle, because I want this limestone,
Of course you do.
It goes on and on. Okay.
And just on and on and on.
Anyway, let's go to the next question.
Okay,
I don't know
what is
why
it?
I had to tell that
I know,
story.
I don't know. It's a good
Damn it.
confession, though.
Okay.
I like it.
Why would I hire an interior designer if I can buy everything online?
Look at you giggling.
I know, because my clients often
How many-
hire me and then buy
I know.
everything online or want to.
Why? We get this question a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that you have to see the interior designer for multiple different reasons, in that you will get a full package if you work
Mhm.
with a designer. You'll get a full vision.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have accessibility to resources you wouldn't have online. If you just buy it
Totally.
all online, it's going to be a jumbled mess. It's going to look like you bought it all online. Nothing's going to look like it goes together. Scale is a huge, huge thing when people buy things online. They don't realize they can't envision scale.
Mhm.
And so they buy things too small,
Yep.
too big, whatever. But more importantly, I mean, an interior designer can elevate the room so much. Not only the aesthetic part of it, the artistic part of it, but the function of it. And it's just, it's not that we can't use things off the internet, but also provide you with resources that you just would not have known about, that are a better function and a better look overall. So it's more about the
true.
full meal deal
It's
than
the
it
puzzle.
is just
putting the puzzle
half
together
doing it.
properly.
Yes, it's
Mhm.
problem solving, making sure that everything's working for you, that it feels peaceful and calm, that it's interesting, that
Mhm.
it meets all the criteria that you're looking for. And a lot of times an interior designer can be better about keeping you on budget than you can yourself, because
That's
you don't
true.
have the resources.
Or the interior designer can hook you up with a better
Product that you
Architect
don't have
or
to replace
architect
later.
or builder or any vendor.
Any other resource to
Mhm.
help you make it all come together. So obviously we're going to advocate for an interior designer, but I can guarantee you people, the outcome is like far superior than what you can do on your own in 90% of the cases.
I think we can. We better be able
Yeah,
to.
I think
Okay.
so. What else
What's
do you have?
the most important piece in a room?
Well, what room?
All of them. Go for it.
Okay, that's a
Dixie.
crazy question. Okay, I'm always thinking about function. So I'm like, okay, if it's a living room, it's the seat. It's if it's a dining room, maybe it's the table. I mean, there's always a functional element that people need to address.
Of course.
But I mean, things need to be interesting. They have to be pulled together.
Don't you think there needs to be one really great piece in a room, if at all possible?
If at all possible, absolutely. Something intriguing, something that compels interest.
Yes.
Yeah.
There needs to be.
Agree.
Because even in a dining room, it needs to be a gorgeous mirror or a gorgeous fabric on a chair or
Chandelier,
a beautiful
something.
console.
Yes.
Not everything has to be a showstopper.
No.
But something has to be.
Some things need to sit in the background and just be lovely background, and other things need to be, the showstopper.
Well, like your
But-
little bathroom here, this new upstairs one.
Yeah.
It's very simple, white and clean. And then you're going to have the one crazy fabulous wall.
I am.
Yeah.
It's going to have the extension of all the posters.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
So, I mean, and I think that one of the things that I've heard you say before, and I absolutely agree, is back to the whole something compelling, something interesting, is bringing something in that has maybe history or has maybe some sort of patina, so that everything doesn't look completely sterile.
Have a
or-
reference to the past. You have
Yes.
done that in your place, and it makes all the difference because you have a very, very modern
I do.
structure. And then you have these wonderful touches, like your rugs just add so much warmth to your place.
Yeah, and
because
I mean,
they're
the past is not
distressed.
even my past.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
Who knows? Those came from Turkey somewhere. Who knows what? But you are very, very skilled at doing that on all your projects. That's the way you live, with all these wonderful, things from the past with modern amenities. I mean, obviously,
A few. I could have a little more of an edge. My house would tolerate that really, really well.
yeah. It totally.
And I'll get there.
No, you know what? Your house can tolerate a lot. It's so funny. We've talked about this before, but it just cracks me up. Every time we talk about our houses, I'm like, we both live in boxes.
So funny. Seriously. They're so different and they're so boxy.
Yeah, they're both boxy. I'm like, it's the funniest thing.
Well, for the record, my house is boxy because of, what do you call that?
What?
Zoning restrictions.
Oh, you have a height restriction.
Oh, yes.
I did not have a height restriction because I'm at the very bottom of the hill.
Yeah. We had a massive height restriction that's completely lacking in logic. But in any case.
But in any case, you did. And you know what? That is a very interesting topic because when we are working on projects, a lot of times people don't recognize that design is dictated by outside.
You have to compromise there.
Yeah. You have other outside influences. And part of that is permitting or neighborhood or city zoning or, who knows what. But I didn't realize that. This whole time we've talked about our houses, I didn't know that.
To our lot, and they wouldn't give us a 2-foot variance.
Of course.
So we could have a pitched roof and have decent sized ceiling heights. And so I was determined to have 10-foot ceilings.
I don't blame you.
My living room, yeah. And I remember going in front of the board and they said, what's wrong with 7-8 feet?
Oh, my goodness.
Because the zoning board they were in their 90s and they couldn't figure out why everyone
wanted all these tall ceilings.
Yeah.
Not to mention that you completely encapsulated just that feel of Provence with your tall ceilings and your tall windows. Like, not only did you do the ceiling, but you took it with your windows and the transoms above, and it's really beautiful.
Aw, thanks.
It's really beautiful. But that's interesting. I never knew that about your house.
Yeah, because the whole thing was designed with a pitched roof. And then we had to completely
Okay, I never had a pitched roof on this house.
Well, no, I love your structure.
I always had a very slightly sloped, but looks like a flat roof.
I have come to love. I don't know that I'd build a house with a pitched roof. I love my house so much now. Isn't that weird? Know what?
It's really weird because you're so used to all these pitched, gabled roofs, 7 to 12, 9 to 12, pitches and that kind of thing. And it's very interesting. And also in Seattle thinking, I don't know about a flat roof in Seattle, but it works. For whatever it's worth, it works.
It works. But it's more difficult in a traditional format, I think, to get the right proportions.
Yeah, but you rocked it.
It's a challenge.
You got it. You rocked it.
I had a...
So, while I was in my 2:30 a.m. wide awake situation, I started thinking about just kind of like, all the things I think are kind of cool right now and all the things that I thought we could talk about on the podcast.
Great.
And I was like, all right, think about whatever. And I was like, I'm going to ask Annie if she has any, design crushes right now.
Oh.
Do you have a latest design crush?
That's cool.
Do you have a couple?
A design crush.
Yeah, something that you're just
sexy.
Jonesing about.
Yeah,
something
I do.
Oh, okay.
I do. It's kind of trending right now, which bugs me. I hate it when
of course
trending.
Yeah, that's so not your jam. But okay.
But anyway, I have liked this type of stuff forever. So it's the whole rattan phase with the woven light fixtures and things that are all natural.
Like the shade kind of?
Yeah,
almost
it's like
big
woven
shades.
out of natural materials, it's like a basket.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, yeah.
And I particularly like the French firm. I think they're called, I don't know how to pronounce it.
I can't believe you just said that.
Oh, no.
You don't know how to pronounce something French?
Atelier. I know how to pronounce that part.
Okay, that's good.
Atelier. So studio. Vime. Vime?
Vime,
probably. Vime. They're on Instagram.
All right. Well, ask our friend Julie and see if she knows. She
would know. She would know. Her husband, Laurent.
Oh, no.
He would know.
He would know,
and
for sure.
I love the sewn London, have all these woven pieces.
Oh, you love all their stuff. I do, too.
They have
beautiful
a pedestal and an urn, or maybe that is Atelier. Vime, whatever. It's a pedestal woven with an urn on top. It's so great.
Ugh.
Because it's
so
not
you're really
fussy.
into that woven stuff. You can see that really working coast to coast.
Yeah.
Because on the West Coast here, it's a lot more natural looking. It's maybe a little bit more loose, and it's kind of incorporated the lighting and such. And then I could totally see it on the East Coast where it's kind of more coastal, Newport Beach feeling, Hamptons feeling, that kind of thing, maybe even lighter in color. And then if you think about the South, they've always used wicker and wovens because the marshy grasses and also
they just weave that up. Yeah,
and they just incorporate. That's just part of their lifestyle, the humidity and just
I love all that stuff. I love woven willow hurdles and.
Well, you're such a gardener,
yeah, exactly.
So it's
that
it's
makes
the whole
sense, doesn't it?
response to the flora, fauna, and all that kind of stuff that you love.
Yeah, like if I had to have what's that called? A hobby with my hands, I'd go in my garage and weave something with willow, not knit. I wouldn't knit.
Yeah. I have all these great ideas of all these things that I think that I might want to do. And then I have zero patience, people. I have none, zero, zilch.
Yeah, I get that.
I just cannot spend the time on it.
I barely can. Project ideas and that don't come to fruition because
yeah. But that's cool. I have a little design crush on a fabric line that's not repped here in the Pacific Northwest that I'm aware of. So if it is, then I don't know about it.
Yeah, let us know.
The line is Susan Connor. Have you
never heard of it?
Well, it looks like it's based out of New York. I've seen little bit of the fabrics on, social media and such. And I go to the website and I'm like, oh man, I got to get this. So I've sent out for my little trade packet, but it's supposed to have all sorts of really good stuff. But it's kind of the block print on the linens and the cottons. It's totally your vibe. I mean, it is indeed. I've got a couple of projects right now that are using that kind of like light, traditional influence, but not overtly, because of course here we are in the, PNW. And these are block printed, and the colors are just these really soft, soothing creams and browns and kind of corals.
I'm going to check it out.
Terracottas.
So you're having some...
I'm having a little trade packet sent to me.
I want to see.
I'm kind of excited about that. And as far as I know, like I said, they're not wrapped here, but I'm totally jonesing on the designs. I just think they're really, really relevant to what I'm working on right now.
Great.
And I'm dying to implement them. So that's kind of my crush right now that I can just speak of freely off the top of my head. So
Great.
anyways, yeah.
Well, I like that term, design crush. We should have a design crush every few shows. Yeah, frequently.
Yes,
let's do that.
Let's do that frequently.
And we really want more questions.
Yes.
And you don't have to be anonymous. Like, we'll give you credit if it's a good question.
We'll call you out or not.
If it's a bad question, we won't name you. You can have complete anonymity.
I can't even say that word.
Sometimes I can't either.
Okay, today you can say it.
Today I can say it.
All right. Well, anyways, hey, it was fun talking with you, Miss Annie, about your wedding.
Likewise, Dixie.
It wasn't really your wedding, but the wedding. And we will talk to you next week.
Ciao for now.
Ciao for now. Hey, y'all. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You can also find us at designsalvation.com, where we'll have the past podcasts listed as well as show notes. Hope to see you there.